Hello, welcome to my ghost walkthrough of Nest of Vipers. The briefing is in the description, so let's get cracking. Just in case you don't read the briefing, there are a couple names here. Kethmar is basically our employer. He's one of the mages at the academy we're infiltrating, and he wants to overthrow the head mage. Halyard is just our contact at the academy, he is not going to be important. Your acquaintance, Halyard, has got inside the academy posing as a servant. He's going to sling a platform over the gatehouse wall to allow you to rope up and get inside after nightfall. Meanwhile, Halyard will get hold of the Chaos Shard, a relic of the academy and your best bet for shattering the magically protected Stele. Once inside, meet up with Halyard and get the shard from him. Once you obtain the shard, it will be up to you to break into the main keep, locate the Mehrgarh Stele and shatter it, destroying the magic contained within. To allay suspicion, return the Chaos Shard to its plinth once the job is done. When the job is completed, Kethmar is to leave the remainder of the payment for the job in the chest inside an old walled-off room, accessed via the bathroom changing room on the second floor. Recover the fee and bring it back to Halyard. The Academy is a rich and powerful institution. They won't miss a few treasures, get at least 2800 lit. Your employer won't be happy if you kill anyone during the course of this job. Optional, a true professional could pull this job off without the wizards ever knowing they were there. Harm no one and don't raise anyone's suspicions. Ooh, a ghosting objective. Exit the academy with Halyard once the job is complete, and you have your payment. Okay, we don't have much cash to work with. 4 moss arrows, 2 water arrows, it should be fine. I don't think I'll need any of those, to be honest. So let's make a real save. And you may have noticed we start with Halyard's letter in our inventory. There is nothing here you couldn't surmise from the briefing or the objectives, but there is an important note here. The payment will be in a secret room. He says it's accessed from a changing room on the second floor of the keep, in the southwest corner of the building. To access it, he says, there is a bunch of clothes hooks on the wall. The last one's a lever if you twist it, so this will become useful later. Now Halyard is supposed to meet us somewhere around here. That's a very strong case of rigor mortis. Halyard doesn't look so good. His job just got complicated, but you've never been one to shy away from challenge. You'll have to recover the Chaos Shard yourself. Okay, we haven't looked at the map yet, so let's do that. We start right here, and we have to make our way all around the fortress. Here is where Halyard's platform is that we have to rope up to, and from here we'll actually have several ways to go. You can break into the Great Hall right away, but I don't recommend it. Much better to continue north and break into the guard captain's quarters and the room where the Chaos Shard is kept, supposedly. That's what we'll do. We have some other maps. I'll refer to them if and when they become relevant. They are pretty detailed and useful in this mission. Couple of coins in here. I really like this approach to the fortress. It looks extremely imposing from down here. It's interesting how in just a few years Nicked made 3 missions which are all about fortresses in the mountains, even though the missions themselves aren't actually related. My favorite is still Raven's Ridge, but I think this mission has the best looking fortress. There is Halyard's platform. And we've broken in. You can open the gate. I don't know why you would want that. You can also climb this and hop over the wall. That's the Great Hall. We'll get to it later.
Was something just there?
Did you notice anything?
somewhere down here there should be a guard with a purse. That's where we started. The white flame candles you can pinch out, but they will relight themselves. I think that's the guard. So this is the keep. That's gonna be the last building we explore. So right now we're standing right here. This is just an isometric map of the same area, so we're standing right here. So let's break into the guard captain's quarters next. Actually, I think you can break into the keep right away via this balcony. It's not intended, and you have to do some tricky mantling or object stacking, I think. I never actually tried it. I don't have much interest in sequence breaking the mission.
All the time. Not potato, potato, potato. Ugh, I hate creepy noises.
Alright. Here is a plate. There is some custom loot in this mission that doesn't immediately jump out at you as being valuable, like this vase here, or some plates we'll see later. There are some notes about the conflict brewing at the academy. So we already know Kethmar. Volthazar is the head mage. I think that's the guard who's coming in here.
Hello?
Nice insignia
Someone there?
on the chest there.
Nothing here now.
The academy is called the Academy of the Trefoil Serpent. That's where the mission gets its name from. Okay, so here is the Chaos Shard. Now check this out. I read this note, and note added to map. The Chaos Shard has been moved to the Astronomy Tower. This is a really cool feature of the mission. It's also used in Shadow on the Water by Nicked. Okay, so to the Astronomy Tower we go, but we'll have to go through the Commons building next, then the Great Hall, and then we'll have to cross the bridge, which has a magical barrier, so I guess we'll have to disable that somehow before we get to the Astronomy Tower. You can climb this to the roof, there is nothing of interest there. You can also hop to this balcony. Let's be methodical about this and start with the basement.
Seeing things.
There's a couple notes in this room about the masks that the mages are wearing.
Maybe next time.
Quite a bit of lore about those masks actually. I think there's at least 2 more readables about them. But apparently, underneath the masks, they are just regular people.
None for them be recognized.
Now that guard who just passed us in the basement will have to come through here. So let's wait him out.
Someone say something.
There is someone else as well. Now this guy, I think, is gonna go to the kitchen. No, he's actually heading this way. Okay, good. Because we need to go to the kitchen. So here is a copper plate. Doesn't really look valuable, but it is. Couple of goblets as well. So that'll just take you back to the Chaos Shard room. Find stacks here. This is the balcony above the Chaos Shard room.
Just my imagination, I suppose. Hello? Show yourself.
This guy has a purse. And in here we have our first mage. So all these guys have a custom voice set, recorded by Nick himself. Nice hat, by the way. Got 2 plates in here. The staircase is a bit dodgy. You can sometimes clank on it. I don't like. There's a mage on this floor as well. So here is a note about something called a construct, which are creatures, question mark, we're gonna see later in the mission. The vent over there, by the way, leads out to the roof above the Chaos Shard room. There is a plate. They even sleep in masks. Another note about the conflict. And our first secret here. Purse. Now, to get down, I think the best way is to just walk forward like this. No, it's not the best way. Maybe strafe walk? Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this room. Now dropping here is likely to make noise, so...
Smells like old meat.
Here we go. Now, if you fail ghosting, the mission will tell you, so I'm not too worried if I make a little plank on the marble floor there, because I know for a fact that mage didn't second alert. I didn't actually see this letter in my practice run. But it doesn't seem too important. Just a bit of flavor text. Okay. Good timing with this guard, because this corridor, as you see, is really well lit. Hiding here isn't ideal, but because I know where that guard is, I can make a real save here. So now we're entering the Great Hall area. Down there is the kitchen, which is one of the most difficult rooms in the mission, actually. And this book, History of the Bell of Silence, will give us another note. The Astronomy Tower Bridge is warded by a barrier spell related to the Bell of Silence above the Great Hall. So I guess we have to ring the bell, which is right here, and that'll dispel the barrier.
Thought I saw
Doesn't take much effort to get to the bell. Just need to climb that scaffolding, the ladder, and the bell is on the roof. Up on the roof there is also an archer. It's not very difficult to dodge. And down here is our second secret. So here is the Bell of Silence. And the magical barrier should be down now. Really beautiful view from up here. I think I'll use this for my thumbnail. Okay, now we have to loot the rest of the Great Hall. Which can be kind of tedious, actually. Mostly because of that guy. The stationary guard is the biggest obstacle here. It's not even that difficult to dodge, it just requires a lot of patience and lucky timing with the patrollers. The bridge guard log will give us another note.
There's nothing there.
The Bell of Silence can be told to dispel the magic barrier across the Astronomy Tower Bridge. Oh, good to know.
You think something's there?
So, actually...
Just rats again.
Someone say something. Looks like it's nothing.
That was a bit sketchy, if I may say so myself. The approaching guard was a bit too close for a move like that, but it worked. Down here is a valuable bottle. The good news is that even if that guy is looking this way, we can actually safely loot all the stuff on the tables in the middle. It's the rest of the guards that we have to worry about. Here we go. And here we're above Halyard's platform. So you can actually go right up here when you've just broken into the fortress. Which is not ideal, of course, because you're skipping the entire section over there.
What's that?
Now it's time for the kitchen. So the kitchen is difficult because it's really well lit and you can't even do much about the light in here. There is also a maid who thankfully has a predictable patrol, but there is also this guard. It's best to wait for him to just go away, and then perhaps we can get the loot from here. Alright, here we go. Now we have to go back up the stairs.
Okay, calm down. There's nothing there.
What's that?
Even if he turns around now, I don't know if this will work. Maybe, if I use the pillar as hard cover.
Hello? Guess it's nothing now.
Oh, that was once again really sketchy, but I think I ran up the stairs just when that guard was blocked by the pillar. Otherwise he would have seen me.
6 taffin years guard duty. I'm gonna put my finger up and say I've had enough. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. Can't the guy nap around here?
Alright. So this is obviously the bridge. And this is the astronomy tower. Let me make another real save. Okay, so the astronomy tower only has the ground floor mapped out. We enter here, there is a door to the keep, and the kitchen, which is another very difficult room in the mission. Because as you saw, a mage just walked out of there, but there's also a maid in there. Sometimes she goes into the storeroom, which has nothing of value, but the kitchen has 4 pieces of loot. Up the tower we have some classrooms. This unmarked floor is some kind of a lab. Then we have the chief astronomer's quarters, a teleporter to the keep, that's nice to know, and a telescope.
Was that? Surely not.
Oh, here's something pretty cool. As you can see, the shadows cast by the torches you can actually hide in. So sometimes when you want to conceal yourself in this mission, it's advisable to run towards light sources. It's kind of interesting. So here are the 4 pieces of loot I mentioned. And we have a mandatory piece of loot under the staircase, of course. Only focus on effects of wands and staffs. I'm sure this is very interesting if you're a student of this academy. Here we have an artifact, which I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my other videos, but always looked like a pencil to me. It's supposed to be a jar. There is a vase. This journal will give us another note. The chief astronomer has hidden the chaos shard in his sleeping quarters. It can only be revealed by the touch of moonlight, so that's where the telescope comes into play. And we also have the keep key. Now with the keep key we can actually go back downstairs and cross this bridge and enter the keep right away. You can also backtrack all the way over here and enter it through the front door. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. But wasn't there a teleporter somewhere up the tower? So apparently the mages are really lazy and can't be bothered to walk this bridge, and instead they just teleport from the keep to the tower. That's what we're gonna do as well. But the keep key will still come in handy. In this room we have 3 pieces of loot. And did he just go in here? Yes, he did. There's a statue and a wand. Now, this gives us an optional objective. This is one of the Academy's famed magic wands of power. The complete set of 8 would be a valuable addition to your collection. I didn't show this to you, but back in the Commons building where we met our first mage, there was a book on the table that I didn't pick up. It details all these wands, but picking it up doesn't do anything. It's only when you get one of the wands, the objective gets added to the list. So the wands are spread around the tower and the keep, and we'll get them all, of course. It's not very difficult. Up here is our 3rd secret. You can land on the painting to get down, and there's also a vase in this room. Now, on this floor we're gonna meet a new enemy, which I am not looking forward to. This guy. So as you can probably imagine, it can see in every single direction, and when it's around, you just have to sit in the shadows. You can't just stealth around it, it's not possible. But that's not enough. It also looks like it came straight out of my nightmares. It also appears to be stuck right now, so let's help it out. So yeah, needless to say, I don't like that thing at all. It's one of my least favorite custom enemies I've ever seen in a fan mission. And the sounds it makes, like the squishing of eyeballs, oh, it's horrible. Okay, so now we should have enough time to grab this. And in this room we have our 2nd wand. This is a teleporter. The poor rat probably has no idea what's happening to it. And that's everything of interest on this floor. So the eyeball went into the chief astronomer's quarters. We don't have to go in there just yet, because we need to reveal the chaos shard with some moonlight, remember? Up here. We have a gold globe, our third wand, some coins right here, statue in the chest, and a mask up on these crates. This will rotate the telescope, and we have to do it 4 times. When you see the moonbeams, you've done everything correctly, so apparently this is some kind of a mechanism. Here is a keep teleporter. Oh yes, I remember this from my practice run. You can get a bit stuck here, but if you move around a little, you can finagle your way down the ladder. So now the Chaos Shard should be revealed. In this room we also have a plate and a rug in the chest. Now the Chaos Shard we have to come back and replace once we're done with it. And we can rotate the telescope back to its original position, but the Chaos Shard will never be invisible again. Okay, I don't hear the eyeball, so let's quickly go up the ladder and to the keep. You can activate and deactivate the teleporter from this side as well. So now we're in the keep. We have a pretty rudimentary map of it, but we're in this area, obviously the main stairs, which is a double helix staircase, and we are on the wrong side of it, so we actually wanna rope up. The noises you're hearing are coming from the constructs. We'll be dealing with them pretty extensively while we're here. So that's one of them, for example. They are some kind of biomechanical... I don't know if you can call them creatures. Biomechanical things created by the mages. They have inconsistent movement speed. They speed up and slow down at random, which makes them extra creepy. In the garden here, we have 3 pieces of loot. And here is the Stele. So let's shatter it. Now we need to place the shard back. Oh, that's interesting. You don't actually have to go through the teleporter, you can just land on it. That might not be intended.
Who walks there?
Okay, so we're basically done everything now. All we have to do is go and get our payment. And steal some more loot, of course. Back to the keep we go. We can deactivate the snow. And we can make a real save. Conveniently enough, the room with our payment is right downstairs. Right here. So if you remember Halyard's letter, the last code hook is a lever. And this is totally not a trap. So now Kethmar will spawn in. We can get his key.
A spirit?
And we get some new objectives. You might have known that Kethmar wouldn't play by the rules. Search his quarters for incriminating evidence you can use against him, and drop the evidence on Archmage Volthazar's desk. Okay, sounds easy enough. In the bathroom here, we have a couple of coins. A vase. Fourth wand. And the white flame candles relight themselves, remember? In that room there is nothing actually, only a lever you can use to get back into the bathroom where we picked up a couple of coins. There's another wand, a passage to the lower floor, which I don't need right now, a journal about the conflict, this is a really cool room. Got a vase here, and a couple of nuggets. So here is the lever. I gotta wait some more, because he's gonna stand in front of the door for a bit. And that's the head mage. Let's come in here, and I don't want to be in his bedroom when he's around, so I have to wait a little bit more.
What echoes there?
2, 3, 4 pieces of loot in his bedroom, and a journal, which will give us another note. The Mehrgarh Stele and then the attic garden. Not anymore. I guess it's still there, but it's shattered. Okay, now we're coming up on the most difficult room in the whole mission, is this corridor. So let's actually make it a little easier. The torches don't relight themselves. That's good. Because otherwise this room would be really bright. All tile. That construct patrols through here back and forth. There is a window here, so we can't rush, otherwise someone outside might hear us. And we need to lockpick this chest. Reading this plaque will give us our final note. Kethmar's quarters in the northwest corner of the second floor of the keep. Seems kind of unnecessary, but remember you can come here before getting Kethmar's key, so then it would be a good reminder. 3 pieces of loot in here. Switch to reveal another switch. To reveal a secret room. With a really cool effect. And here is the incriminating document, which I'm not gonna read. That's the plan to overthrow the head mage, Kethmar, and 4 other conspirators. Now we need to drop this on Volthazar's desk. Right downstairs from his bedroom. I wanna wait for that construct to back here before I move out. Alright, here we go. Actually, I'm gonna save it here. Okay, there is the desk. Now where is Volthazar? Not in here. Okay, so now he's coming here. Let's prepare the document. On his desk is another copy of the keep key, which I don't need, but there is also a gold globe there. And there are 3 other pieces of loot in his room.
What noise is this?
Here we go. Couple more plates in here. And a bracelet, I think, in the chest. I gotta wait for him some more.
That was not the wind, I'm certain.
In here we have a bunch of gems and another wand.
That sounds odd.
Shell is here. Some lore on the robes. Fourth secret. here is that passage I showed you earlier. And this is the side door of the keep. So this will take you back to the astronomy tower. Not the best place to enter the keep. Actually remarkable how well this mission flows. I mean, obviously I know what I'm doing currently, but I feel like even if you don't know what you're doing, it still does a really good job at guiding you. 3 pieces of loot in this room.
What ill wind is this?
I don't know what about the masks. Okay, we need to go in there. I'm not gonna risk it while this guy is here. Actually gonna be waiting for him quite a bit now. Because he also stops in this room. Here's our 7th wand. Only one left. The constructs here get released if you raise a ruckus. Or flip this, I think. I'm not gonna check. Goblets here. Our final wand. Base. Restricted. Wonder what kind of books they're keeping here. So none of them you can actually read. They act like junk objects. This will hurt you if you touch it. This will also hurt you if you touch it. And this is valuable. Nothing there except a mage. And here I kinda wanna wait. Okay, now we can move. Hide here. That's the front door of the keep. We're not gonna be leaving through there.
Was that? Surely not.
Okay, here is that balcony. Showed you at the beginning. With a goblet. Now I actually want to wait for this mage again. There's a plate.
What echoes there?
With this room you wanna be careful because of this guy. He could be facing the door right when you enter. As such. And we want the purse. So here is the bottom, the double helix. All coin stacks in here, as well as an artifact and the purse. Be careful with that construct, he might spot you. You're too careless. And down here we have the crypts. They're completely safe. Bunch of loot in here. Very easy to miss a piece if you're not paying attention. And we also have our final secret in here, secret number 5. And 4792, that should be all the loot in the mission. I actually don't remember how much it has. I guess we'll find out when I leave. Talk about the flow the mission has. This takes us right back to where we started. Okay, awesome. Yes, 4792 is all the loot in the mission. We also got both pockets, picked 5 locks, and found all 5 secrets. Okay, that was Nest of Vipers, and now I'm done with Nick's Fortress in the Mountain trilogy, even though it's not really a trilogy. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for whatever the hell I decide to play next. For now, take care.